Hey guys, and welcome to another Guardians of Wilt-Shire video. You're here with your host Luke, and this is another one of my hobby vlogs. I'm starting to lose count now, but I think this is number 6. As you would have seen last week, I got a lot of the painting done on these guys. And as you can see now, the bases are coming along. I managed to get a layer of grey and a dry brush of lighter grey on them, so they're starting to look better. Got the rims done in all black as well, so they're starting to look a lot better. I think the cave troll base is done pretty much. There's not a lot more that needs to be done, to be honest. Might go over another dry brush and a really light grey, just pick out the edges on the rocks and then on the sand. Other than that, I think he's done. Cave troll obviously needs a bit more because he's got the spirit and the shield on there. Again, probably another light dry brush, bring that together. The next step for those guys is just to pick out the details, mainly on the faces, because they're looking pretty bland at the minute, but once they're done, I'll be glad to get out of the way. And over here we have some other scenery. This is stuff from the Mines of Moria box set. As I thought, cave troll, why not go to Balin's tomb, get some of that stuff done. This lot has just had a liberal dry coat of dark grey, so looking at it, the details still come through, the cracks in the pillar, but a few dry brushes and all that. I'm going to try and add in some greens and browns as well. I saw that on Son of Gloin when he did his Osgiliath ruins, so I'm going to try that with this lot, see how that comes out. This is how it's looking at the minute. The well, there's no greens or browns in, but I'll try and get a little bit of that in on the well next. But that's a sort of the level of dry brushing I want to get up to. Nothing too bright, but all the details I picked out. So there we go, you can see in a bit of light. The edges are coming out. A few greens and browns, and that's how they're going to look. Obviously with the door, you got the door to do as well, so that'll just be sort of a rusty metal on the outside, a brown for the wood, probably Rhinox hide to be honest, and then that should all tie together. My plan for this is to put it on a sort of MDF base, have the pillars as in sort of Balin's tomb arrangement, stuck down, the well in there, the door on one end, and you're going to have sort of ruined walls around the edges. I don't think I'll stick the tomb down because we can use it in battle reports in the future and have it fitting in sort of thing. But yeah, so that's the plan for this week. Got a few more dry brushes on the scenery and pick out the details on the troll now. So we'll come back with a bit of progress for you guys. So it's the next day now, and I made what I think is a fair bit of progress to getting all this lot done. If we look at the terrain first of all, you might not notice much difference, but I managed to get some greens and browns on this and then go over it with another grey. So you can't really see it on camera, but it adds there's a bit more depth and shadow coming from the greens and the browns in there. If you can get a shot here. No, that's better. There's a bit more shadowing in the crevices and on the actual depths of the pillar. There we go, that's better. You can just sort of make out a bit of brown and green on the shaped bits there, along the middle as well. Yeah, it's not, you can not massively noticeable, you can't really notice it, but I think it adds a bit more character to them. Same again with all this. The well I managed to finish, a lighter highlight. I think everything else is done as well, apart from obviously the main doors on there, but they should be pretty straightforward. Probably a Rhinox hide for the wood, a dark metal for the outer rim and the middle sort of bolts, or whatever they're called. A wash and null and that's done. Tomb's going to take a bit more because obviously you got lots more on the actual scenic base. You got axes, you got books, you got a dead dwarf there, so that will be a bit more time consuming to get that done. If we look at the trolls now, let's go to the troll chieftain first. And the progress I made with him so far is the face. So as you can see, his teeth, gums and tongue, his eyes to a certain extent. If I can get a nice shot there. It's not going to focus. There we go. You can just make out his eyes. So there's a little bit of white and black to make it look as if he's actually got eyes this time. Again, I don't do eyes very often, so almost, that's a bit better. But yeah, I managed to pick out a detail on the teeth, his gums and his tongue, and it's looking a lot more detailed. Oh, there we go, that's nice. So yeah, his face is now done. All that's left is really picking out the highlights on the armour. You can see his base has got the shield and the lance done as well. So yeah, he's not a million miles away. Some highlights on him and that's it. And oh, knocking stuff over here. We have the cave troll. So he's now got eyes and teeth picked out as well. Again, I'm very happy how the eyes turned out on this guy, seeing as I don't do them very often. Dry brushing underneath of Kislev flesh, I think it's called, just to get a bit of differentiation there. I think it looks pretty good. And then on the back, and to some extent on the legs, the bumpy bits, just a lighter grey dry brush to add a bit more texture to it. So honestly, I think this guy is done. I was going to try and do some sort of rusting on the chain. Come on, focus. There we go. Do some rusting on the chain. But I'm not sure how to do that, so I think I'll leave that for now. Pretty much, yeah, I think he's done. Very happy how he's turned out. So I think the only bits now are last bits on the scenery, the door and the tomb, and the highlights on the troll chieftain. So it's now the end of the week. It is Friday morning and I'm hoping to get this video edited, uploaded and published today as well, so hopefully that happens. But this is what I've managed to get done. So as you can see, all the scenery set up sort of like Balin's tomb. So got the well there, the pillars, and then finally the tomb, which I managed to finish this morning. Mixture of white, dark whites, light greys even, and light browns for the parchment, the skeleton there. There we go. It's not too bad. I'm happy enough with it as a sort of scenery piece. Again, all the pillars, you can't really see where the browns and greens are, but there is sort of a depth of colour in them. Next we shall look at, and then we'll look at Cave Troll. See, he is now completely done. I don't know, I can't remember if you've seen the eyes, but I sort of gave them a little wash with no oil just to sort of dull them down a bit because they were a little bit bright. And now I'm very happy with how the eyes look. This is the second model I've ever done eyes on and I'm very happy. Look, a tip as well, because normally what I do is I do the whites of the eyes first and then do sort of a black slit. But I've been told by Dowie actually that if you do the black first all over and do a dot of white on each side, it makes it look more natural. So on my next lot of models, that is what I'll try. And here we have Troll Chieftain. The edges are highlighted up You can probably tell that. I did them in Rune Fang Steel, so a lighter silver just to make it really pop and stand out. Really happy with how he's come out. See if I can get a close up of his face. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. Can't really see the eyes. Yeah, it's a little bit better. But yeah, same thing again I did with him, the whites and then the blacks. So next time I'll try something different. Base is pretty bare, but until I get sort of maybe some dry grass patches or things like that, that's how it's going to be. I don't want to put the green flock on there because it won't look as natural. So having just grey for now, dry brushed up light grey, bit of detail with the stone, the shield and the lance. Poor elf there, he's not looking too bad. He should have cut the troll chieftain's arm off and then escape, I imagine. But yeah, this is my progress for the week. The run up to Christmas hasn't been too mental yet. So there's a door back there actually, I didn't show you that. Just a Rhinox hide, dark brown with some metal washed down, nothing too special. Yeah, run up to Christmas hasn't been too manic yet. So, but next week my missus is a teacher, she's on half term as of this afternoon actually. So she might get annoyed if I'm always painting. But my next sort of project is going to be aiming to get an army done for Into the West, which is end of January, so it's probably about 6 weeks from now. So plenty of time to get an army done, but what I decided to do, you might be able to tell, is the Rivendell Knights that I had previously done, you would have seen in armies as they proxied as captains. I decided to strip them all down and I'm doing an all mounted Rivendell Knight army. So it's going to be Elrond leading 10 knights and then another one with banner. Covers just shy of 450, but who cares. The reason I got this guy out is because I got the new foot Elrond stripping in there, but I've had this guy for a while now and never painted him up. Looking at him, I may decide that he is going to be the one I choose for dismount for Elrond, because there is some lovely detail on this front, a really old model, and I'm not a massive fan of the new one, so that's probably going to be my next sort of thing. Might not be able to get a lot of progress done in the next week, but I'm sure I'll come back and show you guys. So yeah, that is my progress this week and next project. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you comment, like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you very soon.